Yes. Hi, hello. Once again, welcome back to the session. This is your mentor Kabilan. Very good evening to everybody. So kindly do cross check whether my audio, video, everything is perfect. Kindly let me know in the live chat. எல்லாருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். Audio, video எல்லாம் கரெக்டா இருக்கான்னு kindly let me know in the live chat so that we can able to start the session quickly. Yeah, better not waste time much more. And கொஞ்சம் ஆன்லைன் அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் தெரிவிக்கவும். யாராவது ஆன்லைன்ல இருக்கீங்களோ கமான். Just give me a hi. Hi, JK. Super. All good, fine. Hi, Sharmila. Welcome to the live chat. So, guys, the complete quant schedule for this week, no, it's gonna be from 5 to 7. So I just thought like, why can't it be 2 hours every day? Because ஒரு மணி நேரம்ன்றது வந்து it's simply a matter of what 10 questions. Only we can do only 10 questions. So if I could take a leap of 2 hours, no, we can able to get a wholesome idea about what topic we are covering actually. So that's the main intention for the extension of timing from 1 hour to 2 hour the duration actually. So the timing it will be from 5 to 7 quant, and sharp at 9 p.m. you'll be having verbal classes on the alternate days of a week, that is from Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Okay, so this is the short and crisp schedule for a week as of now. Okay, so this will be continued for this week actually. So in this session we'll be yes, hi Mohammed, hi Uday, hi Meghna, hi Vinay, welcome to the session guys. Yeah, so this is what we have really planned, me and City ma'am. So definitely 2 hours of session will not be that sort of long. Okay, short and crisp. We'll try to do a lot more questions. Yeah. So getting into the topic of time, speed, and distance. Okay. So this is one important, inevitable topic for your preparation. So first of all, to kickstart with the basics of time, speed, and distance. So before getting into the topic, let me introduce about myself. So my name is Kabilan. I'm a mechanical engineer. I have 3 years of teaching experience in the field of management exams, and I've also converted various Indian Institute of Management. So if you personally like my videos and stuff, don't forget to follow me for TANCET MBA or Telegram channel. And also, if you really want to watch all my special class videos and materials, you can definitely get it on Unacademy Learning app by tapping my username. Okay, so and most importantly, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel Unacademy CAT4MBA. And the subscription part, if you see, just by taking my promo code of KAPI10, you get absolute 10% off, so that your 1 year tariff for CAT preparation is going to be 15,750, and for 2 years it is 18,900. Okay, if anybody really interested in test with absolute expert guidelines and test analysis. Okay, so the tariff plans, if you see, for iconic batch it will be for 1 year is 30,000, for 2 years it's going to be 41,000. Okay, if anybody who personally interested to take a one-on-one iconic batch for CAT, definitely this is your precious opportunity to enroll. And here we have the testimonials for CAT 2020. You have got 99 percentiles. So definitely, if you aspire to be one for the next year, CAT 2021, you can quickly enroll in our batches. And the batches are starting. They started right from 18th, 19th, and 22nd. The 18th is for the evening batch, weekday evening batch, and the 19th Jan is for the weekday morning batch, and 22nd is for the working professionals. Okay, so here we have. Let's quickly step into the very first question of today's session. So before getting into the question part, first of all, to give you a bird's eye view about what is TSD, that we call time, speed, and distance. It is actually the relation. If you want to take it up, the relation, I can easily say distance d is equal to speed into time. So these stuffs you would have studied in our schooling itself, maybe in your physics class or something. So we'll quickly try to recall it, right? So if distance is equal to speed into time, if I want to find how much distance I traveled, I'll simply be multiplying the speed at which I traveled and the time, how much time I took for traveling. So if I try to multiply these two, I'll be getting exactly how much distance I covered. Okay. And also I can say that speed is equal to distance by time, or time is equal to distance by speed. That's it. So these are the various relations of time, speed, and distance. And let's say you have some three important relations. You have some three important relations. I'll quickly give you a glance of it. Listen carefully. Um, yeah. Let's say, for example, the first relation, if your distance d is constant, when can a distance be constant in the cases? For example, I'll give you, let's say this is my home and if this is my office. Listen carefully. At the very first instance, I'm traveling from my home to office at some certain speed and it took some certain time for me. அப்புறம் என்ன பண்றேன்? I'm returning back from my home to office. Sorry, office to home. அப்படியே திருப்பி வரேன். இந்த ரெண்டு இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ்லயும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா absolutely the distance what you have covered is the same, right? It is absolutely the same. அப்போ if your distance d is same, நான் என்ன சொல்லலாம்னா if d1 is equal to d2, then I can exactly say that s1 t1 is equal to s2 t2. That's it. So this is the very first important relation if your distance d is constant. Like in the same way, if your time t is constant, அதாவது கொடுத்திருக்கிற ரெண்டு இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ்ல உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்கப்பட்ட ரெண்டு டைமும் கான்ஸ்டன்டா இருந்துச்சுன்னா, that is if your time t1 is equal to time t2, then I can say d1 by s1 is equal to d2 by s2. So this is the second important relation. And the last important relation it is, if your speed s is constant in the two instances given for you, then you can simply say s1 is equal to s2, which ultimately gives you d1 by d1 is equal to d2 by d2. That's it. That's it, guys. இவ்வளவுதான். Distance constant இருந்தா என்ன relation, time constant இருந்தா என்ன relation, speed constant இருந்தா என்ன relation. இது மூணுத்தையும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா, then everything is just a cakewalk for you. You can simply just do this and go for the next. Okay, very simple. So if you're really clear with this, let me just quickly take you to the very first question of today's session. Already நிறைய பேர் ஆன்சரே கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கீங்க, but that's okay, not problem. Let me just see who can bring me the right answer for this. Hi Gauri Shankar, welcome to the live session. Yeah, so come on guys. uh, First question போலாம். First question பாருங்க. The fare of a bus is rupees x for the first 5 kilometers and rupees 13 per kilometer, rupees 13 per kilometers thereafter. Okay, if a passenger pays rupees 2402 for a journey of 187 kilometers, you need to find what is the value of x. Come on, I'll just give you a matter of 30 seconds. டக்குனு போடுங்க. What would be my right answer for this? Come on guys, இதுக்கு என்ன ஆன்சர்? டக்குன்னு சொல்லுங்க. Come on, இந்நேரத்துக்கு எனக்கு ஆன்சர் வந்துருக்கணுமே. How about the right answer, guys? Come on. Is the question really clear for everybody? Yeah. Is the question really clear? You have some 5 options. Definitely the answer will be out of these 5. Come on, go for it. And to be very frank, this is your previous year question. Yeah, this is your previous year question. It is not the exact copycat of the previous year. The data have been slightly changed. Maybe instead of 13 per kilometer, it would have been 17 per kilometer, something like that. But you can expect these sort of questions. Okay, the format of question is the same, but the data are not exactly the one. Okay, Come on, guys. Answer. Meghna, என்ன பண்றீங்க? Abhinaya, JK, what you guys are doing? Come on. Gauri Shankar, Sharmila. இதுக்கு அவ்வளோ நேரம் எடுக்கணும்னு டைம் அவசியம் இல்லைடா. இது ரொம்ப ஈஸியான கொஸ்டின் இது ஆக்சுவலா. கம் ஆன். வெரி குட், வெரி குட். கௌரி சங்கர் இஸ் காட் இட். சூப்பர். அவ்வளோதான். Answer is 636. If you really want to know how it is exactly, let me tell you the solution. Listen very carefully. What exactly you need to understand in this question, no? The fare of a bus is rupees X for the first 5 kilometers. Now, முதல் 5 கிலோமீட்டருக்கு the fare is rupees X. It is not X per kilometer. Kindly understand. The complete fare of the first 5 kilometers, it is rupees X. So take this X plus. After that, thereafter, it is rupees 13 per kilometer. ஒரு கிலோமீட்டருக்கும் அதுக்கு அடுத்து இருக்க ஒரு கிலோமீட்டருக்கும் the fare is rupees 13 per kilometer. First of all, I need to know how much total kilometers I have. I have a total of 187 kilometers. Out of that, if first 5 kilometers goes out, I'll be left with 182 remaining. Right? So the remaining 182 kilometers, I'll be paying rupees 13 per kilometer. So this would totally give me a sum of rupees 2,402. That's it. ஒரே equation தான். All done. Okay. Just by giving this one single equation, your answer is done. If you're really clear, go for this calculation. What exactly will be the answer? Come on. So if you do this 2,402 minus 2,366, if I'm not wrong, that is subtracted, the value of X will be 36. Clear everybody? One simple step, one step you'll get the answer. Is that clear? There's nothing to complicate here. Just kindly give me a thumbs up if you're really clear with the first question, so that I can able to step forward to the second question of today's session. Come on, guys. Come on. So now this happens to be my second question. This happens to be my second question. And I just want everybody to go for it, give it a try, and make sure you get the right answer out of 5. And tell me what will be the right answer for this second one. Come on, guys. So I'll try to read the question for you. Vipesh drove at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour from college to home. Returning over the same road, he got stuck in traffic and took half an hour longer while returning. Okay, returning from his home to college. Also, he could drive only at the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How many kilometers did he drive each way? That's your question. Come on, just go for it. Yes. யார் கரெக்டான ஆன்சர் சொல்றாங்கன்னு பார்க்கலாம். Come on, go for it. We'll try to do the second. Listen carefully, guys. Yeah, listen carefully. Why this he drove at a speed of 40? இப்போ பாருங்க, let's say if this is his college and if this is his home. From college to home, he drove at a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, and on returning, the speed was 60 kilometer per hour. Now listen very carefully. They didn't give you exact time how much he took for traveling from college to home. So what I simply do now, I would say, if you try to summarize this very old question, இது மொத்தமும் நீங்க summarize பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா, if I ask you what is the exact parameter which is constant here out of distance, speed and time, which one is constant in both the instances? While traveling from college to home and home to college, absolutely the distance d will be the same, no? ரெண்டுத்துலயுமே, because they have clearly said returning on the same route. Adhe route he is returning. So if he returns on the same route, definitely the distance traveled by Vaitish will be the same in both the cases. And you know already, if the distance d is constant, what is that beautiful relation which you can use it up? It is S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. This relation we can use it here. So now listen carefully. If I take S1 to be 40 kilometer per hour, fine. And if I take T1 to be T1, I don't know how much time by this true. I'll take it as X. Okay, I'll take it as X horse. Like in the same way, if I take S2 to be 60 kilometer per hour, what will be T2? T2 will be actually what? Listen, this is important. He got stuck in traffic and took half an hour longer. Half an hour longer now. It is nothing but Varakama. He takes X hours. From this, he is taking half an hour longer. So usually the time taken will be X hours. From this, half an hour longer means I can simply say express. Half an hour means you should not write it as 30 minutes. You need to convert that into hours. So 30 by 60 will give you what? 1 by 2. That's it. So you got the value of T1 and T2 already. S1 and S2, you know that. Simply go and substitute in this relation. That's it. So S1 is what? 40 into T1 is what? X, which is equal to S2 is 16 and T2 is X plus 1 by 2. That's it. So this one goes exactly 2, 3, 3 and 2 and 3 goes. So I will be getting 2x is equal to 3 into, if I try to take LCM, I'll be getting 2x plus 1 by 2. And if I bring this 2 to the left hand side, it will be 4x is equal to 6x plus 3. Right? From this, what I will be getting? 2x is equal to minus 3. So x is equal to, see, the value of x, it is actually the time. So value of time will not be negative. So the value of time will be positive only. If you are getting minus 3 by 2 also, it is 3 by 2 only. Okay? Time எப்பவும் negative இருக்காது. If you are getting minus 3 by 2 also, it is 3 by 2 only. Okay? So kindly make sure you get this. So the time you got it here, T1 to be 3 by 2. Now listen carefully. What is the question? How many kilometers did he drive each way? Upona, they are asking you to find the distance. So if you really want to find the distance, it is, I know that distance D1 is equal to S1 T1. From this, I can 100% say that S1 is 40 and T1 is what? T1 is X. You got the value of X to be 3 by 2. And this one goes exactly 20. So 20 into 3 will give you. So the answer for the second question, it's going to be option D, 60 kilometers. That's it. Is that clear, guys, everybody? Yeah. Very good, Gauri Shankar. Super. Yeah. Just kindly give me a thumbs up in the second question. Just while reading the question, I came to the conclusion that the distance is constant. If the distance is constant, you know already this is one beautiful relation which you can use it out. S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. You need to substitute the given data and get the value of time. So T1 kandupidishtinga, that's 3 by 2. If you know T1, then D1 will be S1 T1. That is when 40 into 3 by 2 will be getting exactly 60 kilometers. That's it. Just give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're really clear with this. Yeah. Very good, very good. Let's go for the next one. Yeah, come on. I just want everybody to give it a try. See, the questions which I curated for this session, it is all absolutely the pattern for previously asked TANCET questions. இதே மாதிரி ஃபார்மேட்ல தான் உங்களுடைய TANCET questions இருந்திருக்கு. Probably you can expect the very same questions also to be in your paper for the exam, for your coming exam. Okay, so make sure you get trained in each and every question. Yeah, come on, just go for it. This question, and tell me what will be the right option out of 5. Go for it, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. We'll try to do this. The ratio between the rate of the speeds. Listen carefully. Let's see how we can able to sort out this question in a smart way. Speed ratio is given for A and B, that is to be 2:3. Okay, listen carefully. So what I simply do, speed of A I'll take it as 2x. It will be in multiple of 2. And the speed of B I'll take it as 3x. Okay. And therefore A takes 20 minutes more than time taken by B. What I do now, time taken by B, I'll take it as, let's say I'll take one variable. I'll take it to be what? I'll take it as T. And time taken by A will be what then? A takes 20 minutes more. So A is taking A plus 20. Okay, listen very carefully. The previous question, first question, no? Second question, if you see, for the time we converted this half an hour into hour, but here we should not convert it. Why? Because I'll tell you, I'll simply put 20 only. I'll not do 20 by 60 an hour, because the options, if you see, the options are given in minutes. So time minutes. So you need to do t plus 20 only for t. The time taken by A is t plus 20 and time taken by B is t. Okay, because A takes 20 minutes more than the time taken by B. Fine. So இங்கேயும் பாருங்க, starting point and the destination for A and B is absolutely the same. So here also the distance d is constant. So distance d is constant means you know that s1 t1 is equal to, that is speed of A plus time taken by A is equal to speed of B into time taken by B. That's it. So now listen, if I try to substitute the given values here, speed of A is 2x, time taken by A is what? T plus 20, which is equal to speed of B is 3x into time taken by B is t. So if I try to multiply 2x inside the bracket, I will be getting 2x plus t is equal to 40x. Right? If I'm not wrong, I will be getting 3x plus t. So from this, x plus t is, xt, x into t is equal to 40x. So if xx goes away, then t, the time taken by B, I got it to be 40. So if the time taken by B is 40, then the time taken by A will be what? 60. But 60 is not your answer. இதுக்கப்புறம் தான் you are getting the question. What is the question? If A had walked double the speed, initially A is walking at the speed of 2x, now A is walking at the speed of 4x. A is doubling the speed. So if A doubles the speed, how long would he have taken to cover the distance? Appo, if initially A is walking at the speed of 2x, A can cover the distance in 60 minutes. If A is walking double the speed, if A walks at 4x, then A would have taken half the speed. Why it is 30 minutes? Because we know one important relation: time and speed are inversely proportional to each other, which means நீங்க ஸ்பீடை இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா டைம் அப்படியே டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகும். If you double the speed, time will become half of it. That's the thing actually. So initially at 2x, it is 60 minutes per A, but if I double the speed to be 4x, it will be 30 minutes ultimately. So the answer is option D. 30 minutes will exactly give you the right answer for the given question. Yeah? Is that clear, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you are really clear. Yeah? Come on, யாருக்கு புரியல? Is there anybody who doesn't understand? You can let me know so that I can be able to explain this again. Or if you're super clear, give me a thumbs up. I'll go for the next. Come on. டக்கு நிறைய சம்ஸ் போடலாம். Is that clear? A and B, they have the same starting point and the same destination. So if that is the case, the distance is ultimately the same for both A and B. But distance same na உடனே relation point நோடிங்க அவ்வளவுதான். You should not waste time in doing a research and all. If you try to get all the 4 values of the given relation, then you have got the answer ultimately. That's it. Yes. Go for the next. Go for the next. Come on, guys. Okay. Listen, wait. Before addressing this question, in the question, வேணும்னா நம்ம படிச்சுட்டு வந்துடலாம். பாருங்களேன். Let me take you to another question. After doing that questions, we'll try to do this question. Okay, because straight away the question it will be sort of confusing. Okay, so now listen, we'll try to do this question first. Come on. Inga parunga. Bus A leaves Mysore and travels towards Bangalore, and at the same time, bus B leaves Bangalore and travels towards Mysore. Okay, the distance between Mysore and Bangalore is 200 kilometers. If the average speed of bus A and bus B is 20 and 30 kilometers per hour respectively, you need to exactly find how many hours will the 2 buses meet after how many hours. So this is one interesting question. For this question, we need to use an exact concept called relative speed. The concept of relative speed, we need to use it here and tell you what is this relative speed. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி questions-லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா maybe you'll be having a single moving object or a double moving object, but those moving objects will not be moving at the same time. But if you notice this question, you have 2 moving objects, that is bus A and bus B. They are starting at the same time. ஒரே நேரத்துல they are moving. So now listen, let me try to give you a layout of this. Let's say this is Mysore, and this is Bangalore. Here if you see bus A, it starts from Mysore and travels towards Bangalore at a speed of 20 km per hour. Like in the same way, if you see the city of Bangalore, from Bangalore, the person B, he starts from Bangalore and travels towards Mysore at the speed of 30 km per hour. Okay, and most importantly, they are starting at the same time. ஒரே நேரத்துல their departure time. One important thing which you really need to note here is you need to apply the concept of relative speed if they start at the same time. In the question, it is clearly given both the moving objects are starting at the same time. Okay, so if that is the case, they are asking you how after departure, after how many hours they will meet each other. That's a question, no? So you need to exactly find the time here. The time is equal to, that already, distance by இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2 ஸ்பீட் இருக்கு. you have two speeds. One is the speed of A and speed of B. Make sure if both the moving objects, if they start at the same time and if they are in opposite direction, you need to add both the speeds. Rendume, if they are traveling in opposite direction, you need to add both the speed. What if they travel in the same direction? Then it is t is equal to d by s1 minus s2. That's it. So this will be the case for the same direction. This is the concept of relative speed. Avladha simple. What is the distance between Mysore and Bangalore? They have given it 200 kilometers. Simply substitute the distance between A and B. It is 200. Distance is 200 divided by. Simply add both the speeds. 20 plus 30 will give you 50. So if you try to do so, after exactly 4 hours after the departure, the two buses will meet each other. That's it. So answer is going to be option 3. Option 3 is the answer for this question, guys. You're getting this. Idu purida? You guys are really clear with this. So ரெண்டுமே ஒரே நேரத்துல start ஆகுது and both the buses are moving at the same time. Then you need to apply the concept of relative speed. If they are in opposite direction traveling, you need to do S1 plus S2. You need to add the speeds. If they are in same direction, you need to subtract the speeds. Subtract the smaller speed from the larger speed. That's it. Clear, everybody? Give me a thumbs up. If the puri is not takkana, I'll take you to the next question so that that question you can able to do it by yourself and tell me the answer. Come on. You're getting this, guys. Let's go for the next one then. No? Listen. Okay. So this could be my next question. In the question, paranga, bus A leaves town X at 6 a.m. and travels towards town Y. Bus B leaves town X at 7:30 a.m. and travels towards town Y. You're பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, the departure time of both bus A and bus B is not the same. It's not the same. Bus B it starts some 1.5 hours earlier than bus A. It starts some 1.5 hours earlier than bus B. Correct? Both are traveling the same direction as well. And the distance between town X and town Y, they have given you 400. Come on, I just want you guys to give it a random try for this question. Yaar correct answer சொல்றாங்க பாப்போம். Come on. I'm just looking for the right answer from you people. Come on, try to excite me. Come on, guys. Come on, let's try to do this, guys. இதுல என்ன difference you can able to notice here? பாருங்க. Let me give you the layout exactly. பாருங்க, I'll take this as town X. Let this be town X and let this be town Y. You have the bus A which starts from town X and travels towards town Y. The time is exactly at 6 a.m. The speed of bus A is given, that is 40 km per hour. Like in the same way, you have bus B, which is again starting from town X and travels towards town Y, but the departure time is exactly at 7:30 a.m. Some 1.5 hours later than bus A. And the speed of bus B it is 50 kilometers per hour. Here, both are in same direction. So you have 100% clearance that time is equal to distance by speed of B minus speed of A. இது உங்களுக்கு தெளிவா தெரியும். But what is an important constraint I told you in the previous question? If you want to apply the concept of relative speed, they need to start at the same time. I told you no, but in the பாருங்க, whether they are starting at the same time, no. The two moving objects, that is bus A and bus B, they are not starting at the same time. If that is the case, what I can exactly do here? What I can simply do? Any idea? Okay, Meghna has got option 3. Very good. Brilliant, brilliant, Meghna. Really exacted. Super. Super. Come on. Let's see how we can able to do this now. If you want the constraint that if two objects they want to start it at the same time, what I simply do, I know the fact that bus A, no, it is starting 1.5 hours earlier than bus B. So what I simply do, I make this bus A 1.5 hours travel. I just want to simply see where this bus A will be after 1.5 hours. That is the time to be exactly at 7:30 a.m. ஒரு மணி நேரம் அந்த பஸ் ஏவை I'm running it. 1.5 மணி நேரம், sorry. அப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, see, how can you do that? The bus A will cover in 1 hour, it will cover 40 kilometers means in 1.5 hours, it will cover 60 kilometers. Correct? So bus A will be exactly here when the time is 7:30 a.m. That's it. Here, bus A will be exactly here when the time is at 7:30 a.m. Now we'll see bus A is here, is traveling from towards Y. Again, bus B is here when exactly at 7:30 a.m. It is also traveling towards Y. So what you can simply do? Now both are starting at the same time. So what will be the value of D will be substituting here? D is exactly the distance between A and B. What is the distance between A and B? 60. Okay. So 60 by 50 minus 40, you do it is 10. So answer is exactly 6 hours. So after exactly 6 hours of departure, both the buses, that is bus B will overtake bus A. Okay. 6 மணி நேரத்துக்கு அப்புறம் bus B will overtake bus A. So what is the departure time here? 7:30 a.m. From 7:30 a.m. if you try to add up 6 hours, this will exactly give you what? 1:30 p.m. So a sharp at 1:30 p.m. bus B will overtake bus A. That's it. You're getting this, guys. இது புரிஞ்சுச்சா? Clear? Is that clear, everybody? Give me a thumbs up if you're clear with this. Yeah. If you're really clear with this, then this will be the perfect time for you so that I can take you to the question which I left it earlier. Right? And the question Polama, we'll go for it. Yeah. So this will be the question for you. Come on. I just want everybody to try this interesting question and get me the right answer for this. Yeah. Go for it. Very good, Aditi. Welcome to the live chat. Come on. This could be the proper question for you this time. Go for it, guys. You have 3 persons. You have A, B, C can walk at the rates of 3, 4, and 5 kilometers per hour respectively. And they start walking at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock respectively. Okay. So the starting time of the 3 persons is also not the same. When B catches A, B sends him back with a message. When will C get the message? That's a question. Come on, guys. Let's try to do this now. Listen. Meanwhile, I'll be waiting for the right answer from anybody, if I could get possibly. Listen very carefully. You have three persons. Let's say this is the starting point of A, B, and I'll put some bigger. Yeah. So this is the starting point. Now listen carefully. A is here, and A starts walking at a speed of what? 3 kilometers per hour. And B starts walking at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour, and C at a speed of 5. And then clearly given you the exact starting time. So A starts walking exactly at 1 o'clock, B at 2, and C at 3 o'clock. Right? So now this statement is important. When B catches A, that's really important. I need to know when will B catches A exactly at what time. So first of all, listen. If I want to apply the concept of relative speed, you know that already they need to start at the same time. But here, A is 1 hour before than B, the starting time of A. So what I can simply do, I somehow make A travel 1 hour. If A travels 1 hour, no, so A will be exactly here when the time is at 2 o'clock, 3 kilometers ahead of B and C. Correct? Why? Because A can travel in 1 hour, A can travel 3 kilometers. Okay? So 3 kilometer Tandi A will be there from B and C. Okay? Now listen, the starting time of both A and B are same. Now I need to exactly find when will B catch C. Sorry, when will B catch A. So what I can simply do, I know the fact that time is equal to the distance between A and B is what? 3. 3 divided by, they are in same direction. They are in same direction, then you need to subtract the smaller speed minus the larger speed. So 4 minus 3 will give you 1. Appo, exactly after 3 hours, B will catch A. Definitely B will catch A, no? Why? Because the speed of B is greater than A. Correct? அப்போ 3 மணி நேரம் கழிச்சு B will catch A. அப்போ B has started from 2 o'clock. From 2 o'clock, if B travels for 3 hours, in 1 hour B will cover 4 kilometers, means in 3 hours B will be covering 12 kilometers. Correct? அப்போ when the time exactly at 5 o'clock, both A and B will be here. This is the moment when B catches A. Correct? So I have got exactly the time as well. Now go for the next part of the question. B sends him back with a message. So who goes back? Exactly at 5 o'clock, A goes back. Now eventually what you need to understand is C is also starting at what? 3 o'clock. But the time now is 5 o'clock. So where will C be when the time is exactly at 5 o'clock? You need to see. 3 மணிக்கு C starts with a speed of 5 km per hour. 5 o'clock C will be where? In 1 hour C will cover 5 kilometers, means in 2 hours 3C will be covering 10. So let's say C is here. C is here when the time is at 5 o'clock. So the distance covered by C will be what actually? This will be 10 kilometers, means then what will be the exact distance of A, B and C? 12 minus 10 you do, this will be exactly 2 kilometers. Is that clear? Now the question is what? When will C get the message? Which means they are asking you when will A and C meet each other. So C is towards this direction, A is towards this direction. So they are opposite. So we see time is equal to the distance between A and C, you need to see, that is 2 divided by the speeds of A and C. The speed of A is 3 and the speed of C is what? 5. So we'll be getting 2 by 8. 2 by 8 is exactly 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means what? 1 by 4 it is given in hours. So if you want to convert it in minutes, it is nothing but 15 minutes. Right? It is 15 minutes. And the time is what? It is already 5 o'clock. So exactly at 5:15 C will get the message from A. So the answer it is absolutely option B, 5:15. 5 o'clock, 5:15 will be the exact answer. Very good, Abhinaya. Super. You're getting this, guys, everybody. Give me a thumbs up if you're really clear with this. Yeah. One interesting question. Come on. What, Aditi? You didn't get it? What exactly the step you didn't get it? If you can able to ask me the specific step, I can able to re-explain you again. Okay, after B catches A. See, listen very carefully now. After B catches A, you know the damn fact that B catches A at 5 o'clock. That is, after 3 hours means the starting time of B is 2 o'clock. So from 2 o'clock, if you try to add 3 hours, you'll be getting at 5 o'clock. B will catch A, right? So exactly at 5 o'clock, A and B will be here 12 kilometers ahead of the starting point, right? Eventually, you need to see at 5 o'clock where C will be. At 3 o'clock, C will be at the starting point. But at 5 o'clock, C will be some 10 kilometers ahead of the starting point. Is that right? Is that right? Because in 1 kilometer, C will cover 5, sorry, in 1 hour, C will cover 5 kilometers means in 2 hours, C would have covered 10 kilometers, right? So exactly at 5, C will be here 10 kilometers ahead of the starting point. Now you need to see when will A and C meet each other. They both are in opposite direction as well, right? Why? Because A is returning back. So the distance, see, if I can able to write it here clearly, listen carefully. If this is A and B, when the time is at 5, and if this is C, when the time is at 5, okay, the complete distance between the starting point and AB it is 12 means, and if this distance is 10 means, what will be this distance? This distance will be exactly 2. So if you want to see what time they will meet, A and C, here C is traveling in this direction, A is traveling in this direction. So the distance between A and C is 2. If they are in opposite direction, you need to add the speeds. So 3 plus 5 you do 8. So 2 by 8 you do, it will be 1 by 4. 1 by 4 hours means if you try to convert this into minutes, multiply into 60, this would exactly give you 15. So the time is already 5 o'clock. With this, if you try to add 15 minutes, so exactly at 5:15, the C will get the message from A. Clear? Clear, Aditi? You're really clear with this? Yeah. Everybody, come on, guys, give me a thumbs up. Takana will go for the next question. Yeah. Yes. Come on. This is your time. Ibabaranga, you have a question which is related with train. You have a train moving with a speed of 25 meter per second, crosses a standing man in 16 seconds. What is the length of the train? That's a question. Come on. So what to do with this question here? Come on, guys. Listen very carefully now. When it comes to the trains, first of all, I just want to give you a wholesome idea about the trains. Everything is same only da. Okay. In the first case, they will be giving you a question in which they will simply tell you the train crossing a pole or a man. This is this is first type. Okay, this will be the first type they'll be giving you. Second type, no, they'll be telling you the train crossing a train. And the third type they'll tell you the train crossing bridge or a platform. So these are the three types of questions you can expect from trains. And most importantly, what I want you to understand is I know the simple fact that you know time is equal to distance by speed, right? If you see this, if a train crossing a man or a pole, the man or a pole, the pole, the distance for the try to take the distance here. The distance is nothing but only the length of the train. You need to take the length of the train into account. Whereas the length of the pole or a man is negligible. Okay, we should not take this as. We need to assume that a man or a pole doesn't have any length. A pole distance is nothing but length of the train by seconds. That is the speed. When it comes to the second case, no, time is equal to if a train crossing a train, no, if two train crosses, you need to add for distance, no, you need to add the length of the first train plus length of the second train divided by the speeds of both train. If they are in opposite direction means you need to add it. If they are in same direction means you need to subtract it, like how we did in the previous questions with relative speed. In the third case, if you see, if a train crosses a bridge or a platform, time t is equal to the length of the train plus the length of the bridge or platform divided by the speed of the train. So these are the three cases predominantly they'll be asking you when it comes to the problems based on trains. Okay. So if a train crosses a pole or a man, the length of the pole or a man should not be taken into account. It is negligible. And if you go for the train crossing a train, you need to add both the lengths that will give you the exact distance of it. Like in the same way, if a train crosses bridge or platform, you need to add the length of the bridge or the platform which it is crossing. Okay. So these are the ultimate three concepts that we need to remember. And if you're really clear with this, let me just quickly take you to the question part. Come on. Straight up question, go on. Let's see what will be the right answer for this. A train moving with a speed of 25 meter per second. So speed of the train is given, that is 25. Crosses a man standing in. So time is also given, that is 16 seconds. What is the length of the train they're asking you? So you know what? Time t is equal to length of the train by speed. So time is given, that is 16. First of all, make sure that there is no clash of units. Here in the speed, the unit is given, the unit is given in seconds. Here in the time, the unit is given in seconds. So there is no clash of unit here. You can simply substitute. The length of the train divided by speed is what? 25. So if you try to find the length of the train, this will ultimately give you option D, 400 meter is exactly the right answer. Yes, yes, very good, Abhinaya. Super. Clear, this is not like a one single step answer. You should not complicate this, right? The only thing is you need to know when it crosses a man or a pole, what is the formula? When it crosses a bridge, what is the formula? Or when it crosses a train, what is the formula? That's it. Okay. And make sure you get this right. If you're really clear with this, let me go for the next one then. Come on. Just do this and tell me what is the right answer for this. Go for it, guys. This is the answer. So you have two trains of equal length are running on a parallel lines in the same direction. So listen carefully. Let's say if this is a track. Okay, you have two trains. Let me take this as train 1 and train 2. They are running on a parallel lines in the same direction. Okay, they start from here, two parallel lines. Okay, the speed of train 1 it is 45 kilometer per hour, and the speed of train 2 it is 35 kilometer per hour. So if you notice here, the faster train crosses the slower train in 27 seconds. Okay, so listen very carefully. The overtaking time of the faster train, no, of the slower train by the faster train, it is 27 seconds. So definitely the train 1 will overtake the train 2, right? Because the train 1 have the highest speed. So the time is given, that is 27 seconds. That's it. You need to find length of each train, and they have simply said what? Two trains have equal length. So what I simply do, I'll take x to be the length of each train. Let me go for an assumption, right? If I take x to be the length of each train, I know the fact that t is equal to length of train 1 plus length of train 2 divided by this. You know, if they are in same direction, you need to subtract the speed of train 1 minus speed of train 2. So the time taken to overtake it is 27 seconds, which is equal to, listen very carefully, guys. This is really important here. If you try to see the speeds here, no, the speeds are given in kilometer per hour, right? So what you can exactly do? Convert that kilometer per hour into meter per second. But what first of all I do now, I'll try to subtract the speeds. 45 minus 35 will give me 10 kilometer per hour. If I really want to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second, I just simply want to do what? 5 by 18. That's it. So this would give me 50 by 18 meter per second. So I'll keep this as it is. Now the length of each train I'll take it as x. So x plus x will give me 2x divided by s1 minus s2 will be what? 50 by 18. So 50 into 18. That's it. So now listen carefully. If I try to simplify this, this would go, if I try to write out with 9 table, this is 2 and this is 3, right? And this would go exactly 25. So where did I did a mistake here? Just want to simply check. The two trains of equal length, okay, up to x, fine. Let me just do it in this way. Yeah. So listen, first let me first convert the speeds. Let me convert the speeds here. Okay. I'll convert the speeds of meter per kilometer per hour into meter per second. So if I try to do so, 40 kilometer per hour If I try to convert this 45 into 5 by 18, right? 45 into 5 by 18 if I do, then I would be getting exactly 225 by 18 meter per second. I'll keep this and 35 kilometer per hour into, if I try to convert this into meter per second, 5 by 18 if I do, I will be getting 175 by 18 meter per second. Right? So it would be what? 27 is equal to 2x by 225 by 18 minus 175 by 18. So if you try to do so, this would be 27 into, you will be getting exactly 15 by 18, the same thing only. This is equal to 2x. Right? What exactly? This will go 2 and 3. This would go 25 and you'll be getting 75. So x is equal to 75 by 2. This will give you 37.5. Right? So there is not a clear option here. So the answer is definitely the length of each train. It is 37.5 meters, guys. No doubt about it. Okay. The answer is not given here. Kindly ignore the options. It is 37.5 meters is the exact right answer for this question. Okay. Clear. So instead of finding in this way, you can better take a difference like how I did it before. You can take 10 kilometer per hour and simply convert this one into meter per second. You'll be getting 50 by 18. That's it. Okay. It's a time based one. So the answer is 37.5 meters is exactly the right answer for the given question. Clear, guys, everybody? Yeah. Yeah, we get the same answer only. Yeah. Answer is 37.5. Yes. Okay, clear. Let's go for the next. Come on. In the question, a goods train left from A to B at 3 p.m. at an average speed of 60 km per hour. So let's say if this is A and this is B, and you have a goods train. Okay, let me take it as G. It left from A to B at 3 p.m. with an average speed of 60 km per hour. At 6 p.m., the time when it is 6 p.m., express train also left from A to B. So express train it left at 6 p.m. and the speed of the express train is 90 km per hour. They both travel on a parallel track, okay, in the same direction towards B. You need to find how far from A is the express train expected to overtake the goods train. Come on, very important question. Try to get me the answer for this one, guys. Come on, go for it. What would be the right answer for this? Try to do this, guys. டக்குன்னு சொல்லுங்க இது ஈஸி தான். We have done this not these sort of questions before. Yeah, we'll try to do this. So guys, listen. I know the starting time is not the same. So what I do, I'll simply do, take this goods train travel for 3 hours. If the goods train travels for 3 hours, no, in 1 hour it will cover 60 kilometers. Means in 3 hours, let's say the goods train is here exactly when the time is at 6 p.m. How many kilometers apart? 180 kilometers apart. Okay, because in 1 hour if it covers 60, then 3 hours it will be 180, right? Next, what is the question? Now they both are starting in the same time, right? They're asking you how far from A starting point the express train is expected to overtake the goods train. So if I really want to find that distance, first I just want to find how many hours it will take for the express train to overtake the goods train. So if you see the time, so time is the distance between the goods train and express train, it is 180. 180 divided by the speeds. They are in same direction. So 90 minus 60 you do will be getting 30. This would exactly go 6 hours. So after 6 hours of the departure of the express train, so the time is now 6 p.m. Exactly at 12 p.m. Let's say that at 12 p.m. At 12 p.m. both the goods train and the express train are here. And if you really want to find what is the distance between from the starting point A to the time when it is at 12 p.m., 6 hours we try to count it. 1 hour it will cover 90 kilometers, means in 6 hours this would have covered 540 kilometers. Is that clear? Now they are asking you how much is the distance, how far from A the express train expected to have overtaken the goods train. So the answer will be what exactly then? The answer is option D, 540 kilometers will exactly give you the right answer. That's it. Clear, guys. Everybody, give me a thumbs up if you're clear with this. Yeah, very good, Meghna. Yes, I know it is really crucial to sit for 2 hours, but kindly adjust for it is all for the month till for March 20th now. So definitely that will not make you much more beyond that. So I think we need to put on a lot more effort. So sitting 2 hours is really crucial when you're customer. But if you can able to adjust it for the sake of preparation, no, definitely can able to do that. Go for the next, no. Go for the next question, guys. So you have two cyclists start from the same place in the opposite direction. One goes towards east and the other goes towards west at 12.5 kilometers per hour and 24.5 kilometers per hour. Okay. What time will they be 1073 kilometers apart? That's a question. Come on. Very important question. Let's see who can give me the right answer. So what you can exactly do here in this question, guys? Anybody has got the answer? Yeah, answer கண்டுபிடிச்சீங்களா? Yeah. So you have two cyclists ஒரே place they are starting, but they are going in opposite direction. So if that is the case, let's say if this is the starting point, and let's say this is the cyclist. Now if you see this is north, south, east, and west. Okay, the direction circle. So listen carefully. I'll take this as a starting point, and one cyclist he travels towards east, and the speed is 24.5 kilometer per hour. And if you see the cyclist 2, he travels towards west at 12.5 kilometers per hour. Okay, wow. You need to exactly see what time will they be 1073 kilometers apart. That's your question. So what I can exactly do here? Any idea? Kandipa, the traveling time for both the cyclist 1 and cyclist 2 should be the same. Should be the same. What I do then? I'll take T to be the traveling time of both cyclist 1 and cyclist 2. Right? If they want to cover a distance of 1073, I'm just looking for the answer, guys. Come on. Anybody? Very good, Aditi. Meghna, superb. Brilliant. So what I can simply do with the speed of the cyclist 1, that is 24.5 kilometers, if I try to multiply the time, I'll be getting one distance. This distance plus with a speed of 12.5 kilometers per hour, if I try to multiply the same time, I'll be getting this distance. If I try to add this both, I'll be getting the exact distance to be 1073. Right? So if you do so, if you add this up, you'll be getting 37 t is equal to 1073, and the value of t will be 29 hours exactly. Very good. That's it. So answer for this question is none of these, and the answer is exactly 29 hours. Clear, everybody. Is that clear? Yes. I hope the questions literally excites you. So in the money questions, you can expect it vast of questions. Okay. So whatever questions comes for your exam under time, speed, and distance, you can able to nail it, taking lesser number of time. Okay. So come on, quickly go for the next. Come on. Next. Techno. I think this could be the easiest one. You can able to tell the answer to this. Yeah. If Shami delivers the ball at 144 km per hour to a batsman who's 20 meters away, in how many seconds does the ball reach the batsman? Very simple question, guys. Come on. Can you hold on? Yeah. Come on, guys. Is that 2 seconds? Is that 2 seconds? Or is that 3 seconds? I think you guys need to cross check your answer. Go for it. Come on. Kindly cross check your answer. No. ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயத்துல தப்பு பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. You guys have made mistake in one simple thing. Kindly go and rectify that. All Abhinaya, Aditi, Meghna, you're telling option 3. You're telling option 3, no? Very good. Meghna has told the right. Super. Option 3, that is 0.5 seconds, is the exact right answer. Listen, I'll tell you what mistake you guys would have done. The speed is given exactly, it is 144 kilometers per hour. And the distance, it is given, that is 20 meters. Now, if you notice one thing, no? The distance is given in meters, the speed is given in kilometers. So there is a class of units here. So if that is the case, I just want to make sure that I get the same units for both speed and distance. But what I simply do, I convert this 144 kilometer per hour into meter per second. What I can simply do, multiply into 5 by 18. If you do so, this will exactly go 8 times, and this is 40 meter per second. That's it. Now the distance is in meters, speed is also in meters. So the units are in uniform. So now if you try to find the time, it is distance 20 by speed 40. This would go exactly 0.5 seconds. So the answer is ultimately option 3. 0.5 seconds will exactly give you the right answer, guys. That's it. Clear, everybody? Very simple. Question simple. But what made you, go for a wrong answer? The conversions. A lot of people will be having a doubt. Every you are multiplying 5 by 18 here. I'll tell you. See, kilometer per hour. If I just simply want to convert this into meter per second, no, I know that 1 kilometer is actually 1000 meters divided by what is 1 hour. 1 hour is how many seconds? 3600 seconds. If you try to simplify this, ultimately you'll be getting the value to be 5 by 18. So if you want to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, multiply the given value into 5 by 18. But the case is update the vice versa. If I want to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, go for the reciprocal of it. You need to multiply the given value into 18 by 5. That's it. You'll be getting it into kilometer per hour. Is that clear, guys? So the unit conversions are really, really important. Make sure you do this right. Yeah. Yes, yes. Very good, guys. Yeah. We'll go for the next. Come on. Quickly, we'll go for the next. And let's see who can bring me the right answer this one. இத மாதிரி நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி பண்ணியிருக்கோம். கண்டிப்பா நீங்க இதுக்கு கரெக்டான ஆப்ஷன் சொல்லுவோம். I just want everybody to tell me the right answer for this. Come on. I think we have done 2 or 3 questions with the same format, I guess. Go for it. Guys, come on. Takkana. Tell me what will be the right answer for this. I'm just eagerly looking for the answers from your side. If I could get possibly the right answer from everybody, then the complete mission for TANCET has been accomplished. Come on. டக்குன்னு and I think possibly your global classes will be there tonight at 9 p.m. Okay, Siddhi ma'am will be taking that. She'll be covering all the complete BARC quiz tonight, I guess. So kindly don't fail to attend her classes. Also, it will be really beneficial for you. Okay. And one more thing I just want to pitch up here. TANCET classes பொறுத்தவரையும் If you go outside, like let's say if you're going for an institute or somewhere, and I know exactly in Chennai and all they are charging some 15 to 20,000 for that course exclusively only for some 2 months or 1.5 months. Okay, so we are providing it absolutely free from the team from Unacademy. So kindly make sure you get this wonderful opportunity and get beneficial. Okay, I just want to pitch up here. Definitely, you guys should be aware of this, right? Come on, we'll go for this question. Still, I didn't get the answer. Enachi, what you guys are doing now? See, a man starts 10 minutes early and travels at a speed which is 6 by 7th of his usual speed and reaches his office 5 minutes later. You need to find what is his usual journey. So, what you need to really understand now, tell me what is a constant here, whether your time or speed or distance. What plays a constant factor here? Is there anything constant? If you try to analyze this question, yeah. Can anybody tell me? Come on. Very good. Distance is constant. So, see, if you see here, usually, let's say this is his house and this is his office. Okay. Let's say usually the man he starts, let S1 be the usual speed of the man. Like in the same way, let T1 be the usual time taken. Now, on one fine day, he does what? The speed is actually 6 by 7th of his usual speed. So, what will be my S2? S2 is 6 by 7th of S1. Like in the same way, listen very carefully. His usual time taken to cover this distance is T1. But here, in this instance, one fine day, he starts 10 minutes early, which means 10 minutes you need to add this up. 10 minutes early he starts and then reaches his office 5 minutes late. So this 5 minutes also you need to sum up. So what will be the time taken at now? T2 is actually nothing but T1 plus 10 plus 5 will give you 15 minutes. Is that clear, everybody? I hope it is clear for you. Yeah. Now listen carefully. The given time, it is T2 at one fine day. How much time he has taken? From the normal usual time, he has taken 15 minutes extra. Okay, that's it. And now you know that in both the instances he is traveling from home to office only. So definitely the distance is same. If the distance is same, S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. Simply try to substitute the values. S1 T1 is equal to S2 is what? 6 by 7 of S1 into T1 T2. T2 is what? T1 plus 15. If I take the 7 this side, I'll be getting 7 S1 T1 is equal to, if I multiply 6 S1 inside the bracket, I'll be getting 6 S1 T1 plus 15 into 6. If you do, you'll be exactly getting it to be 90 S1. If the 6 S1 T1 goes to the left hand side, you'll be getting S1 T1 is equal to 90 S1. S1 goes out. So the normal time taken by the usual time taken by the man is exactly 90 minutes. So the answer is option 2, 90 minutes. How the speed will be same, Vaishnavi, is not, the speed is absolutely different now. Usual time, if I take S1, here it is only 6 by 7th of the usual speed. The speeds are different, the times are also different, but the distance, if you see, in both the cases, in the usual time, the usual, way he is traveling from his home to office, In one fine day also he is traveling from his home to office only. The distance is ultimately the same in both the cases. Clear? Has everybody got this? Give me a thumbs up if you're really clear with this. Come on, guys. Yep. Give me a thumbs up. Come on. You're getting this? Does anybody have a doubt here? Kindly let me know so that I can able to address that quickly. Very good, Vaishnavi. Yeah. Next question, Bolama. Takne, come on. Come on, let's go for the next question. Let's see who can give me the right answer for this. Yeah. I hope the questions are visible, no? Or if I just want to increase the font size. Questions are visible, no? Yeah. Come on, guys. Takne, tell me what will be the right answer for this. So Arvind travels at 50 km per hour and reaches his office 18 minutes late. If he travels at 70 km per hour, he is early by 6 minutes. So how long is his route in kilometers to work? So you are exactly asked to find the distance between his office and home. And you have been given two instances, right? So go for it. Get me the right answer. Distance in kilometers. Come on, guys. Next class will be what I recommend for you guys now, because we're gonna sit for 2 hours at a stretch. So Kandipa, it will be a difficult task only. So I just want you guys to have a snack with you. Maybe you can have a cup of tea or coffee or any sort of snack which you can have at the evening real time, because that would be somehow boosting your stamina to sit for 2 hours. Okay, so I would suggest you get a snack for the next classes, coming classes, so that you'll be energetic for the complete 2 hours. And I don't know where I kept my writing pen actually, and I'm searching it for a long time. Okay, I'll try to sort out where it is exactly. Yes, I got it. We'll try to do this. So Arvind travels at 50 km per hour. Guys, listen very carefully now. What I simply do, time taken by Arvind when he travels at 50 km per hour. What will be the time? It will be equal to, time is actually what? Distance. So in both the cases, the distance is same. It is distance by speed is what? 50. Like in the same way, time taken by Arvind when he travels at 70 km per hour. Time is actually distance by the speed is 70. I'll take this as equation 1. I'll take this as equation 2. Listen very carefully. From this, if I try to do 1 minus 2, if I try to subtract first equation minus second equation, so it will be d minus 50 minus d minus 70 is equal to, listen very carefully, what is d minus t, 50? Let's say if I take t to be the usual time taken, then If the person, Arvind, if he travels at 50 kilometers per hour, he reaches his office 18 minutes late. What will be the time taken here? It is t plus 18. Usual time taken plus 18 minus. What will be the time when he travels at 70 kilometer per hour? He reaches his office 6 minutes early. So from his usual time, you need to subtract 6 minutes. That is t minus 6. Now listen carefully. What you'll be getting it here. So you'll be getting, if plus t minus t goes out, you'll be getting 24. That is 18 plus 6 it will become. Now listen, one important thing which you need to understand here now, the speeds are given in horse, kilometer per hour. But the late and the early times are given in minutes. What you can simply do, convert this 24 minutes into hours. So it could be what? 24 by 60 you need to do. This will become hours now. Try to simplify this. It will be 4 by 10. 4 by 10 means ultimately this will be 2 by 5. Yeah, 12 table ultimately. So listen carefully. If I try to take LCM, LCM is 350. So 350 means it will be 70 minus 5D by 350 is equal to 2 by 5. Right? You'll be getting it to be 2 by 5. And ultimately, this one goes exactly 70. And you'll be getting 2D is equal to 140 means D is equal to. So it's going to be option 4. 70 kilometers is its exact route in kilometers to work. Right? Is that clear, guys, everybody? Is that clear? Give me a thumbs up if you're really clear with this. Yeah. Is that clear for everybody? Yes. We'll go for the next question, guys. Yes, Sri Atinya, I'll explain this again. Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. I'll explain this again. See, if Arvind travels at 50 kilometers per hour, no, that is actually what? If I take T to be the usual time taken by Arvind, but at one instance, he is traveling at 50 kilometers per hour. Up to 50 kilometers per hour, he reaches his office 18 minutes late, which means from his usual journey time T, you need to add this 18 minutes. So that's why I did T plus 18. Or when D by 60, D by 60 is what? Time is actually distance by speed. The speed what he travels 50. Like in the same way, if he travels at 70 kilometer per hour, time is what? Distance by speed. Speed is 70. So I simply do 1 minus 2. First equation minus second is equation. So D by 50 minus 1 by 2 is equal to the time taken when he travels at 50 kilometers per hour is what? The usual time plus 18 because he is late by 18 minutes minus the time taken when he travels 70 kilometer per hour, the usual time minus 6. Why? He is early by 6 minutes. If he is early, no. See, let's say if this is the usual, if this is the distance, and if this is the usual time t taken for Arvind to cover a distance from his home to office. One fine day when he travels at 70 kilometer per hour, he is early by 6 minutes means the 6 minutes you need to exclude it from the usual time t. That's why I've subtracted t minus 6. And most importantly, if you try to multiply minus on inside the bracket of t minus 6, will get cancelled, you'll be getting 24. That is 8 plus 16. Here, the speeds are given in kilometer per hour. So convert this time that is 24, which is 24 minutes. That is 18 minutes plus 6 minutes will give you 24 minutes. Convert this 24 minutes into hours. That is 24 by 60. If you want to convert it, you need to divide it by 60, right? If you divide it by 60, you'll be getting exactly 2 by 5. That's it. If you try to substitute and simplify this, you'll be getting the value of D to be 70. That's it. Clear, guys. Is that clear for everybody? Yeah. Sri Atenya, you're clear with this stuff? Yeah. Give me a thumbs up if you're clear. Very good. Let's go for the next. Come on. In the question board, see, for this question, it's a matter of what? Just 10 seconds. 10 seconds you can able to tell me the answer for this. Come on. You don't want any pen or paper to go for this and solve it. Just by reading the question and analyzing it logically, you can able to tell me the right answer for this. Come on. I just want everybody to give this question a try and give me the answer. No, go for it. Very good, guys. Come on, keep going. டக்குன்னு சொல்லுங்க. What is the right answer? Solve பண்ணீங்களா? See, very simple da. Logically நீங்க யோசிச்சீங்கனாலே you'll get the answer here very easily. I'll tell you how it works. Ajay had to attend a class at 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. is the standard time. Exactly, Ajay needs to attend a class. That is 40 kilometers from his home. So listen, if this is his home and if this is his class, the time, no, the distance is exactly 40 kilometers. So the class starts exactly at 9 a.m. Now listen carefully. What is the speed at which Ajay travels? So Ajay travels at a speed of 60 km per hour. Okay? And they've clearly said he arrived 10 minutes late. So if that is the case, listen carefully. The class starts at 9 a.m. But what is the arriving time for Ajay? Arriving time of Ajay is what? Ajay arrived to the class at 9:10 a.m. That's it, very simple. You have got the lead, absolutely. Now, what you are asked to find? At what time did he leave his home? That's your question. So, what is his departure time? That's what the question is. Listen carefully. The speed of Ajay is 60 km per hour, which means it is clearly understood that in 1 hour, that is in 60 minutes, he will be covering 40 kilometers. Sorry, 60 kilometers per hour means in 1 hour, that is in 60 minutes, he will be covering 60 kilometers means then how much time will be taken for Ajay to cover 40 kilometers? This will be exactly 40 minutes, no? 60 நிமிஷத்துல 60 கிலோமீட்டர் if he covers now 40 kilometers he will cover it in 40 minutes. That's it. This is exactly the traveling time taken by Ajay. Now what you need to do is simply subtract this 40 minutes from 9:10 a.m. The time would be exactly answer. It's going to be option 1. 8:30 a.m. Very good, Abhinaya. Super. 8:30, which means if you try to go before 40 minutes from 9:10. The time would have been 8:30 a.m. exactly. Ajay would have started from his home towards his class. Okay? Clear, guys, everybody. Is that clear? Give me a thumbs up if you're really clear with this. Yes. Nothing to complicate down. Only 2 steps. Rende step you'll be getting the answer. Takna will go for the next question. Yeah? Yeah, we'll go for the next one. Come on. Go for the next one, quickly. So Sachin traveled 1 kilometer per hour slower than usual and returned home at 9 by 8 of his usual time. His normal speed is what? So here absolutely the distance is same in both the instances. The distance is constant. But in from his usual speed, he is 1 kilometer per hour slower in the second instance. And also from his usual time, he is 9 by 8 of his usual time in the second instance. You need to simply do that relation S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2 and get the answer absolutely. Come on. I'm just looking for the answers, guys, from your side. Quickly go for it. So I just gave you the lead, no? Distance is constant. But distance is constant means what you can simply do. That is if D1 is equal to D2. You have two instances in which both the distance covered in both the instances is the same. So I can simply say S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. Let's say if S1 is my usual speed, then what will be my S2? S2 is actually he traveled 1 kilometer per hour slower than his usual, which means S1 minus 1. Like in the same way, if I take T1 to be the usual time taken, here he returned home at 9 by 8 of his usual time. So T2 will be 9 by 8 of T1. Or simply substitute in this relation, you will be getting the answer easily. So S1 T1 is equal to S2 is what? S1 minus 1 into T2 is 9 by 8 of T1. So now try to simplify this now. If I bring 8 to this side, it will become 8 S1 T1 is equal to 9 S1 T1 minus 9 T1. From this S1 T1 is equal to 9 T1. So T1 if it goes out, the value of S1 is equal to 9 kilometer per hour. That's it. So his usual speed, his normal speed, it is option 2, 9 kilometer per hour. That's it. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're really clear with this. Come on. Everybody, you're clear with this? Very good, guys. Very good, Abhinaya. Yes. Come on. I think you guys are getting trained, getting chiseled every day. கண்டிப்பா வந்து you guys need to get at least 99 percentile in TANCET. That is for sure. Why? Because now 40 question 40 questions which comes in TANCET from math side, that is 20 from data sufficiency and 20 from maths part. You need to crack it. 40 questions, damn sure you need to crack it. Then the rest of 20 questions only. 20 questions, if you try to attend correctly with 100% accuracy from verbal side, let it be comprehension or business analysis or spotting the errors, whatever the case. If you can able to attend only 20 questions now, if you can able to attend 60 questions with 100% accuracy, that is more than enough for you to get 99 percentile. And this is more than enough for you to get a seat in Anna University. That's it. If not Anna University, you can get some top MBA colleges. I've released a video also. You can go and watch it. What are all the top 5 MBA colleges in Tamil Nadu through TANCET. Okay. So definitely, you guys need to crack it. Definitely, you have the potential of doing it. So, Takana will go for the next one. Either we have done it already, no? Yeah. With this question, yeah, we'll go for this one, guys. Come on. To try to go for this question, in a race of 1000 meters, A beats B by 200 meters. In a race of 1500 meters, B beats C by 300 meters. By what distance will A beat C in a 2000-meter race? That's a question. Come on. Guys, go for it. So what we can simply use it here. Listen very carefully. See, I have the another smarter way of doing it. I can take this sort of question like in a form of ratios. I'll tell you what is the smartest way which you can able to do this. நல்லா note பண்ணுங்க. First of all, if I want to find the ratio of A and B winning the race of 1000 meters, if you try to address this question, this statement alone, no, listen very carefully. In a race of 1000 meters, A beats B by 200 meters, which means, listen very carefully, if A covers 1000 meters, then at the same time, B would have covered only 800 meters. Is that right or not? Yeah, is that clear? That is what it means. Now, if A beats B by 200 meters means the very same time, if A covers 1000 meters, B would have covered only 800 meters, right? So if I try to simplify this ratio, the ratio I'll be getting it to be 5:4. Like in the same way, if I try to find the ratio of B is to C, B and C, they are running a race of 1500 meters in which B beats C by 300 meters. So very simple. If B covers 1500 meters, C would have covered only 1200 meters. That means B beats C by 300 meters. Again, if you try to simplify this equation, you'll be getting it to be 5:4. If you try to simplify this ratio, right? Now the question is, they are asking you to find what is the distance, by what distance will A beat C? You don't have a direct relation between A and C. The ratio you have are A is to B and B is to C. So B is one common ratio which is bridging A and C. So if I really want to find the ratio of A is to B is to C, what I simply do, I know the fact that B is the common ratio or the bridging ratio between these two ratios, and these two are the ratios of B here. So what you can simply do here now, if you really want to find the ratio of A is to B is to C, this is the ratio of A, multiply with the opposite ratio of B. So 25 and 5 into 5 will give you 25 is 2. If you want to find the ratio of B, multiply the ratios of B. 4 into 5 will give you 20 is 2. If you want to find the ratio of C, this is the ratio of C, multiply with the opposite ratio of B. 4 into 4 will give you 16. That's it. Very simple. So collectively, you have got the combined ratio of A is to B is to C to be 25 is to 20, 20 is to 16. Now listen carefully. A and C, they are running how much kilometer race? 2000-meter race. And I definitely know the fact that A is beating C. By how much distance A is beating C? That is what I need to find. So if I really want to do that, what I need to do, I simply try to make sure I get for the ratio of A 2000. If I want A to be 2000 here, I'll simply multiply into 80. If you multiply 80 for ratio A, you need to multiply it for ratio B, multiply it for ratio C as well. If you are multiplying it, so this would exactly give you 2000 is to 1600 is to 1280. Correct? From this combined equation of A is to B is to C, I can 100% tell that if A covers 2000 meters, C has covered only 1280 meters. So from which I can 100% say that A beats C, that is equal to 2000 minus 1280. If you do, you'll be exactly getting the answer to be option 3, 720 meters. That's it. You're getting this, guys, everybody. If you try to find the combined equation, you'll be getting it very easily. 800 is not the right answer. Yeah. Answer is 720 meters, guys. Very simple. Is that clear? So, இதோட முடிச்சுக்கலாம். எனக்கு தொண்டை தண்ணி சுத்தமா வத்தி போயிடுச்சு. And we have some another 25 important questions from time, speed and distance for tomorrow's session as well. So don't kindly hesitate. Daily கொஞ்சம் classes attend பண்ணீங்கன்னா it will be useful for your side, and it will be sort of கொஞ்சம் எனக்கும் ஆறுதலா இருக்கும். Why? Because now you can see how pathetic I am. Just by looking at the monitor, I need to sit it in front of 2 hours and take the class. Okay, so definitely, please don't fail to attend the classes regularly. And I'll see you right after. You know, uh, I'll see you tomorrow with a lot more interesting questions. The part 2 of time, speed, and distance. So with this, we'll wind up the section. Hopefully, we can see you tomorrow with a lot more people attending the session. Bye bye. See you and good evening. Bye, guys. And most importantly, you know already the schedule, that is from Monday to Friday. The time is exactly at 5 p.m. for the quant classes, and the verbal class, it is kickstarting tonight at 9 p.m. Okay. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel, and most importantly, Telegram channel. If you are not, join, kindly join in our Telegram channel, TANCET MBA as well. Okay. Thank you, guys.